put characteristics of a king. For me, it was always the first results on Google. So let us begin. The number one characteristic of a king is always centered. Centeredness is not only built upon physical strategic location. When we think about things like King Arthur, empires, the kingdoms, the capitals, they're usually located in the center of the cities, in the centers of the countries. They're strategically located. In this case, being centered also means having balance, having control of your emotions and feelings, being confident, having purpose. Being a king and being centered, you're a rock in a crisis. You're not easily swayed. You're still flexible, but your emotions don't run you. You're in control of your emotions. Your emotions don't control you. So as men, we need to be, it's thunder and lightning outside, y'all. So if y'all hear the thunder, blessings to that. If you're men, work on having self-control. Work on being balanced. Be in touch with your emotions as far as your awareness, but also have a strong understanding of your tendencies. Don't get too high for too long. Don't get too low for too long. And when I say don't get too high for too long, some people just go out of control. Some people get on such a high that they forget about everything else. Yes, we're the center. We're the center of our world, the center of our universe. But sometimes we still need to keep a sense of balance in order to take care of our surroundings, which are some of the other characteristics of kingship. Ladies, it's ideal if you do find a man who's part of the center of his family, the center of his social circle. You don't want to be with a follower. You don't want to be with somebody who's a lackey to someone else. You want to be a man that's part of the center or the center. You don't want a man who's easily swayed that you could just manipulate. You want a man who has some of these other qualities, but he's centered, he's balanced, he's confident, he has a perfect purpose. He's a rock when crises go down. That helps him protect you. There's more that I can say about this, but it all starts leaking into the other one, so I'm going to move on to number 2. The second characteristic of a king, he is decisive. A decisive man has a purpose, he has direction, and he knows what he stands for. Please don't confuse decisiveness with stubbornness. Decisiveness is not stubbornness. Men, when you make a decision, we need to be mature enough. We need to develop the patience and the wisdom and the experience to really understand that, okay, this is my mission. This is my vision. These are my values. And if it doesn't come into alignment with my values, my mission, my purpose, you won't be able to sway me against them. You have to learn how to say no. You have to learn how to say yes in the face of many no's. You have to be able to stand firm in your decisions, what's best for you, what's best for your family, what's best for your kingdom in the face of adversity. Sometimes what's right for you, sometimes what's right for your family is not the popular opinion. Women are more emotional. Women are more fickle. Women want more diversity. They go with the wind. The hormones kick in, they kick one way, they kick the other. If you're not divisive, if you're not centered, if you're not balanced, and your woman is controlling you, or woman, you're controlling your man, Women could wake up feeling one way one day and send the whole family in a different direction, and then want to come back in in the other direction later. And to me, that's not real balance. That's a waste of time. So in order to be a king, a characteristic of a king, you have to be decisive, and you have to be understanding enough, experienced enough, wise enough, doing your research, learning, growing, evolving, planning, that you make the right decisions and you know what your plan of action is, your strategy is. On one of my previous videos, this one, the one I did yesterday, the one I did about why you won't find your African queen, I discussed how people just rush too fast. You need experience. You need to be able to plan. Submission. You want a woman to submit to you. Sub means come under the mission. Submission, come under the mission. You need a mission. You need a plan of action. You need to be tactical. And you need to be decisive. Once you come up with your plan, that's not saying being stubborn and rigid and unable to be flexible, but you need to set concrete goals and move towards those goals. If these actions take you, especially long term, really take you away from your goals, that's not being decisive. That's being easily swayed by the wind. I used to be Christian. There's even biblical scriptures that I remember. A man who is easily swayed is unstable in the mind. You need to be decisive. Characteristic number 3, a king lives with integrity. There's a difference between honesty and integrity. Honesty is you speaking your mind. Honesty is telling people how you feel. Honesty is telling people how you feel. Honesty is speaking your truth. Integrity is living your truth. Integrity is putting your actions and being a man of your word. You say something, you can say something and be honest, but actually having the actions to back it up, that's integrity. Another example, another way to look at integrity, you hear terms like the integrity of a house, the structure, the foundation, the strength. Integrity takes strength. Even villains can have integrity. Remember Thanos from Avengers, Endgame, Infinity War? Thanos had integrity. Remember the daughter said at the end, in the beginning of Endgame, one thing my father isn't, he isn't a liar. Thanos had integrity. He thought what he was doing is right. He was decisive. He was centered. He wasn't easily angered. He wasn't easily strayed. He had integrity. Killmonger Black Panther had integrity. Excuse me. Needed to drink some water. Opposite ideas. Martin Luther King Jr., Malcolm X. Both had integrity. Same cause, black empowerment. Different ways of going about them. Both had integrity. Being a king, having the gift of integrity, also gives you the ability to repair broken relationships, broken foundations. You're strong, you're fortified, you're not easily swayed, you're centered, you're balanced. You can help heal people. You can help heal communities. Work on developing integrity. Research these words. Study what centered means. Study what decisive means. Study what integrity means so you can embody it if you're a man, and if you're a woman, you can identify it in the man you're dating. Do he have these qualities? Men, do you have these qualities? How do you build these qualities? Research it. Find out. Practice it. It's not easy. I spoke about the live last night, how sometimes you have to walk away from women you like, from women that you're interested in. One of the hardest things in the world is leaving a woman that you actually do like. Work on inner strength. Characteristic number 4. A king protects his realm. Your realm doesn't have to be a kingdom, a physical kingdom. Your realm could be your home. Your realm, the realm of your mind. The realm of your immediate environment. Your family. Your household. You must protect it. One of my favorite books, The Super Beings by John Randolph Price. And even going back to back in my Christian days, the Bible discussed protecting the air realm, the mind realm. We got to protect what we listen to on the radio, the type of music we listen to. Does it make us a better person or does it hinder our progress? What are we watching on television? Do it make us stronger or do it make us weaker? Who are we hanging out with? Are they improving our lives? Are they blessing our lives? Or are they a liability? We want to be rich, but we're hanging around poor people who talk about being broke all day and complaining all day. We want to believe in positive actions, but we listening to drill music. We talking about smoking all day, drinking all day. We looking for love, but we only listen to music that talk about women like bees or city girls up, tricking men, doing men dirty. Be mindful of what you're letting enter your mind, your ears. What are you looking at? What are you seeing? Let alone being a protector of your home, making sure you have enough money to keep the electricity on, have food in the pantry, have food in the refrigerator, have food in the counters, have enough money to put boards on your doors. That's Ghana talk. That's Ghana talk. To have sufficient keys to your house. To be physically strong, so if somebody try to manhandle you, somebody try to break into your house, somebody try to push up on your girl while y'all out, or you ladies, you out with your man, and some bigger, stronger man come up, but your man is puny, he can't fight, and he's scared, and he's timid, how is he supposed to protect you? Men, if you're puny and timid and scared, start going to the gym, start working out, start building your muscles, start building your strength. You got to be a protector. Not only do you have to protect your mind, your eyes, your ears, what you think, you also have to be physically strong, physically protecting. Characteristic number 5. A king provides order. When you visit Africa, when you visit Ghana, where I'm at now, many people will look at you as their prayers being answered. They all have fantasies. Not everybody, stop generalizing. They all have fantasies of meeting a foreigner with money to help take care of the family, to marry, to be with. The men too. I told y'all in the top 5 lies Ghana men tell women, you have to worry about men in America primarily just want to get in your panties. Here, you got to worry about men trying to get in your pockets. Stop investing in broke, not doing nothing men that you meet online or meet in person. Make sure that man is at least trying to build something and you know for a fact he's actually doing it. If he not doing nothing all day, when you meet him, you just meet him out, he ain't already building something. He tell you he want to go to school, and he tell you he wants you to invest in his business, and he hasn't even scratched up the money to even start even selling his own stuff when you met him. Don't invest in him at all. Men, what are you provide? How are you gonna provide? How are you gonna be a blessing? How are you gonna provide order if you're not planning well? How are you gonna, don't save her? She don't want to be saved. Some women out here, they want financial saving. Their stress, their PhD balances off because they're worrying about money. They dealing with older men and guys that they don't like because they're trying to make ends meet. They stressing out in school because their family don't have money, so they're in school. They got the pressure of the family because they know that they the ones, one of the siblings that's going to have the pressure of providing for the family, the men too. But But you're supposed to come here and provide order in their lives. Is your money together? Is your mind together? Are you sound? Are you confident? Are you strong? Your job is to provide order, to bring stability. Women, you come out to Ghana, you come out here alone. All the men are proposing to you. All men are advancing on you. They're calling you. They're blowing up your phone. You need you really, after some time staying here and living here, you really want one stable man, because it could be dangerous out here for a single woman long term. It can always be a horror story where the first night something go wrong. But being out here by yourself long term, you really should have a man to bring safety, stability, provide order. But he needs to be in order also. Men, your job out here is to provide order for your family, guidance. Maybe it's your communities out here. I'll do videos on how to become chiefs out here. Do you want to provide order to your village, to your town, to your region? Not saying to have pressure. You could just provide order to you, your young lady, and y'all build a family, and that's your realm. We have to embody these mantras and make it a regular part of us, to where these are our default subconscious mechanisms. Number 6, a king creates and inspires others. Are you a role model? Whether on purpose or by example. People are always watching. People are always watching. When you're moving around and you're navigating in Ghana, are you operating as somebody with integrity, with purpose? Are you dressing nice? Are you blessing people? Are you helpful? Are you strong? Did you find a girl and you married her and you're taking care of her? And we're talking about marrying and taking care of the right woman. I think for a lot of men, it's wise to listen to my Why You Won't Find Your African Queen. And I purposely target us as the reason. I purposely target us as the reason, as the problem, us American men as the problem. But listen to it in its entirety and tighten up your game. Some people need an entire overhaul of their mind. But even the most manly of us, it's a good listen to, only because it just reinforces what we already know. When you create and inspire others, are you documenting your experiences? You know how good I feel when I meet somebody in Ghana or any of my African destinations and they say they know me from Instagram or they follow me on Instagram, and I go into my Instagram and I see we had a dialogue, even if I tried to sell them on a trip and they decided to come on their own or with another group. Yes, it's disappointing that I don't have the money, but to know that I've inspired them and they look to me. Sometimes I'm the one who didn't respond to the text messages. Those people, you can always donate. If you decide not to travel to Ghana with my group, you can still donate. CashApp, 2 Black 2 Strong, TOO Black, TOO Strong. PayPal.me/R McCrorey. Look up how to spell McCrorey, R McCrorey. Are you inspiring others? You could be a poet. You could write a book. You could document yourself on Instagram. You could share your stories. You could be a good example, a pillar in your communities here. You taking a wife from the country, and at least for you, you're not feeling that stereotype and that mantra that the men just come here and just sleep with the women and toss them away. How are you inspiring others? What kind of examples are you setting? What are you creating? Are you creating a family? Are you creating an empire? Are you creating a business and bringing jobs to the business? A lot of people also come out here and they invest money and they start businesses, but they start investing and start businesses, but they're not creating jobs. And we know that takes money, but these are just different ways to look at it. Ladies, how is your man Your Ghanaian man, does he create and inspire others? Is he a leader in his community? Is he a leader within his social circles? Remember, you're the queens. You're coming out here with your American dollar. You're coming home. You should be able to select from the highest quality of men out here. I know stereotypes and a lot of things that we talk about, the women, American women are hard to get along with. And what American women you are hard to get along with, especially the longer I'm in Ghana right now. And since I started traveling to different African countries, American women are very hard to get along with. You can't even be in a business meeting with an American woman because she's trying to upstage you. And you know, especially if it's not your lady, if y'all just two random friends and you start talking to somebody about business, they want to introduce themselves and give their business card too. And they want to say slick stuff out their mouth saying that the guy should do business with you instead. You know, I've experienced it. Whether you like it, if it make you feel a funny way or not. I don't even really like. I'd be surprised if I sleep with an American woman again, to be honest with you. I'd be so surprised if I date an American woman again. I'd be surprised. If you're an American woman and you're interested in Rashad McCrorey, you're going to have to be a unicorn. You don't have to, you know. Anyway. Your king should be creating and inspiring other men in his Ghana circle. You should be dating the alpha men in your Ghana circle, in his family, in his social circles, in his jobs. And due to your American dollar and your education, you should enhance them, even though you also have to be able to kind of humble yourself for that king. Characteristic number 7, blessing the lives of others. How are you blessing the lives of others? It's similar to inspiring, but how are you actually blessing the lives of others? Are you help building the community? Are you putting up lights? Are you giving words of blessing? Are you blessing the children with your words? I'm blessing you with these lives. I'm blessing you with these articles. I'm blessing you with these media appearances. Sharing with you what you need to really live in Ghana, live in Africa in general, generally speaking. How are you blessing others? Are you blessing with your words? I believe I have spiritual blessing. I believe I can touch you and just say, you know, blessings to all you do, and you actually get a blessing. That's just my spiritual belief. I do believe that I'm a spiritual. I know I'm a spiritual sage, hermit, whatever you want to, whatever I am. Ladies, is your man a blessing? Is he a blessing to you? Is he looked upon as a blessing to the people in his job and his family? Men, when you're here, are people looking at you as a blessing? Not the initial, oh, we have a foreigner amongst I missed. Once you're around for weeks, months, years, are people generally happy that you're around because they know they can count on you, they can rely on you? And that's not being a human ATM machine. Never be a human ATM machine out here. People will have you and want you being their human ATM machine out here. But how are you blessing the community? How are you blessing your individual families? You could be a blessing to one person, but you must be a blessing. And finally, number 8. Characteristic of a king, number 8. You leave a legacy. Your legacy could be your family. You came out here and procreated. Like I said, don't be procreating with the first person you meet or just anybody. Know yourself, know your worth. Remember that line? Know yourself, know your worth. Drinking your Sprite. Are you writing books? Are you making your YouTubes? Are you leaving a digital footprint? A family footprint? What is your legacy? How do you plan on leaving your legacy? I'm in the process of leaving my legacy. I know, articles could be deleted off the site. Facebooks could be deleted. My book, make sure you check out my book. It's in the editor's hands. It's called Stuck in Africa, based on my real life story. However, it's a fictional story based on my real life story. I haven't done a how-to book yet. My YouTube right now is my how-to book. My Instagram is my how-to book. What's your legacy? What's your legacy? Fellas, these are the 8 characteristics of a king. Let's just review them real fast. A king is centered. That means being balanced, confidence, purpose, the center of your family, the center of your community, the centers of your social circles, being a rock during a crisis. Number 2, the king is decisive. He has purpose, direction, knows what they stand for, is not easily swayed, can be flexible but not easily swayed or distracted. Characteristic number 3, a king lives with integrity. Whether it's an integrity, the strength of a house, strength of your foundation, or is it being integrity by backing up the actions of your words, speaking honestly and having the integrity to stick with your actions. Villains can have integrity. And also the ability to repair broken relationships, broken communities, broken environments. The stronger your integrity, that's the more fortitude you have to actually build and repair. Number 4, a king protects his realm. The realm could be your home, the realm could be your village, the realm could be your community, but the realm is also your mind. What you see, what you hear, what you speak, what you think. You have to be protective of all your realms, your virtual realm. What is your Instagram feed looking like? Is it feeding you nonsense? Is it feeding you negative thoughts, negative ideas? You have to protect your realm. Number 5, a king provides order. A king hates and eliminates disorder. A king provides order, stability, strength, foundation. Number 6, a king creates and inspires others. What are you creating? Are you just being lazy, selfish, gluttonous? Or are you out here creating? Whether it's creating lives. Are you inspiring others? Are you making people want to become a better people? People always watching, like I say. People could just be watching you. I go to the gym every day. I go to the gym 5-6 days a week. I'm about 3 months from being in the gym a year straight. I start seeing more people in my immediate community exercising, going to work out, because they see my results. I didn't start a fitness class. I'm thinking about starting a karate class, but I haven't started a fitness class, fitness workout thing yet. Number 7, a king blesses the lives of others. You can bless with your words. You could bless financially. That doesn't mean be a human ATM machine. You could be a blessing to your community. Fix up your community, clean your community up. Speak words over the children. Speak words over the over your colleagues. How are you blessing others? Number 8, a king leaves a legacy. What will your legacy be? Your legacy could be only known by your family, but will your family speak high upon you? My father left a legacy in me because my father, he was only around regularly as a child until I was about 7, 8 years old. But he taught me about the great kings and queens of Africa. He's the one that inspired me and always told me to go visit Africa, go home to Mother Africa. He taught me this at 6, 7, 8 years old. It didn't manifest into me into my 30s. That's just one person leaving a legacy within his family with his son. And his son is inspiring the world. People don't know Henry McCrorey. My father was a great baseball player in his town in the 50s and 60s. He played a level of minor league baseball. But he left a legacy through me. My legacy now is CNN, ABC News, World Star Hip Hop, Willie D Live. This YouTube page I'm building. At the time of this video, I'm at 992 subscribers. I'm almost at 1K. Let's see, maybe I'll get 10,000, 100,000 subscribers one day. I don't know. But I know what I'm speaking on here is life-changing, life-altering. I'm verified on Instagram. My book is coming out soon. I've done lectures in the past. I'll be doing lectures and consultations in the future. I'm building a legacy. I have a plan. So those are the characteristics of a king. Those are the 8 characteristics of the king. These were my affirmations about 4 or 5 years ago that I was working on, and I embodied them. And here I am 4 or 5 years later, discussing these again on a YouTube video for you. So for the fellas out there, remember when you come out here to Ghana and to Africa, because the same applies to all the different countries. You're the king. You're the king, queen when you walk on to the soil. Nobody's saying come out here and start stunting on Africans, but just know that it's a blessing. And trust the Most High, trust the universe, trust yourself and your instincts that you're not going to be stepping off in some way where they're going to, that's not going to be beneficial to you, and that's not within your life mission. Women, these are the characteristics that you should look for the men in Africa before you give your wealth to them. Before you give, if you're coming out here for sex tourism and you just want to have fun, girls trips, that's one thing. But if you're really looking to be out here and to get married and find a king and find a family, and be stable, these are the characteristics you need to look for in the man. Blessed to you all. Make sure you like, subscribe, go follow me on Instagram. Check out our Ghana trips, our Egypt trips, ghcrossculture.com. I'll leave the link in the description. Leave a comment. Thank you all. Take care. Bye.